Are you over 40 and tossing and turning every night? And do you find that sleep has gotten worse as you've gotten older? Well, you're not alone. But what if I told you there was a natural way to finally get back that deep, refreshing sleep that you used to have? No addictive prescription pills, no grogginess, just results. I'm John Watkins. I'm one of the owners of Ron's Balms and Botanicals, and in this video, we're going to break down the reasons why you're not getting good sleep, as well as talk about one of the most common sleep killers in your home. And then I'm going to tell you just really quickly one of the best things you can do to fix that problem that you might not even know you have. We're also going to talk about Ron's Balms All Natural CBD and CBN Sleep Gummies, which can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up ready to just pretty much dominate the day and do whatever the hell you need to do. So I imagine you clicked this video because you want to sleep better after 40. Well, you're in the right place. Once you hit 40, the way that you sleep starts to change. For some people, it's a lot. For many people, their sleep goes from being pretty good in their 20s and 30s to really, really shitty after 40. Now, if you're one of these people, let me know in the comments, because there's lots of people who I talk to who I know who say, oh yeah, after 40 it was all downhill, I couldn't sleep worth a damn. And if you're one of the people who doesn't get as much deep sleep and you wake up more often during the night and it's harder to fall back asleep, it's not just getting older, it's actually biological and environmental. And sometimes you lose sleep due to more aches and pains at night. That's one of the perks of getting older: more pain, more discomfort. Or maybe you have a lot of stress in your life from your high pressure job because you're in your 40s and so you've reached the pinnacle of your overall success, right? Well, that's not good for your sleep all the time. Or maybe you've got kids who are teenagers, if you do the math or whatever, or maybe they're in college. All these things add up and have a way of just kind of chipping away at your ability to sleep. And according to data from the CDC and sleep health organizations, millions of Americans over 40 every year report frequent insomnia or poor quality sleep, and this stuff adds up. It tanks your focus, kills your energy, and messes with your mood, metabolism, and your overall long-term health. But here's the truth: you're not doomed to bad sleep. There are real natural solutions, and we're going to talk about them. So before we even get into the gummies and the cannabinoids and all that stuff that my company offers, I want to talk about something that you might not know about that's probably wrecking your sleep right now. It's your lighting. That's right, blue light. Most people don't realize this, but the bulbs in your home, especially modern LED lights like with Google lights and all the bullcrap that you see online where you can control everything with your phone and it's all technology and LEDs, boo. Yeah, those are garbage. And like I say, especially with LED lights, they give off a cold bluish light that tricks your brain into thinking that it's still daytime. And that kills your melatonin production and makes it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep, because melatonin is what signals your body that it's time to go to sleep. Like, that's how it works. Now, you say, well, what's the difference? Like, how's that a problem today? Like, why did people sleep better back in the day? Well, back in the day, we used to have tungsten or soft incandescent bulbs that had a much warmer, more ambery glow, which were perfect for winding down. But today, everybody's kitchen looks like a surgical room at 10 p.m., and then everybody wonders why their brain is wide awake. The fix is simple. Swap out your bulbs for warm lights that's somewhere in like the 2700 Kelvinish range or lower, looking for like a good soft or even like amber options for your lights. Use lamps instead of overhead lights at night, and turn on the night shift or night mode or whatever on your phone if you're using your phone within an hour of going to bed. Or you can just unplug for an hour before bed and don't use your phone at all. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'd be happy to recommend specific bulbs for anyone who is interested or has any other questions. So you fix your lighting and you fix your melatonin. That's one of the biggest steps to better sleep. Now let's talk about how CBD and CBN can take that even further. So there have been many studies, and we're going to dig into the research a little bit, and we're going to talk about two key players with the research that was done. That's CBD, which stands for cannabidiol, and CBN, which stands for cannabinol. Both cannabinoids are found in the hemp plant, and both are naturally calming. One recent double-blind, placebo-controlled study showed that just 20 milligrams of CBN per night reduced nighttime awakenings and improved overall sleep quality. Now, bear in mind, I'm going to have all of the studies that I mentioned. They're going to be in the description below, so if you want to check some of the stuff I'm talking about, you can read through all that and get really bored, and that might put you to sleep. But just trust that the studies are real, and I'm not BSing you or anything. So another meta-analysis found that cannabinoids significantly improve sleep compared to placebo, especially in people with sleep disruptions. And now, don't get me wrong, there have been studies done in the past, and research said that CBN alone may not do much for improving your sleep. But newer studies show that it's more effective when combined with CBD. That's why our formula uses both. So in short, CBD helps calm the nervous system and reduces anxiety, while CBN supports sleep maintenance and helps reduce your wake-ups during the night. It's like a 1-2 punch for deeper, more restful sleep. And then obviously, like I said, links to the studies will be in the description below. Just really quick though, since we're talking about the Ron's Balms gummies, I've got, there's 2 varieties that they come in. So there's the big old fat 45 count jar, and you can get the jar, which is 45 gummies. So if you take 1 gummy per night, which that's what I recommend for people who start out, you can have these for 45 days. You can also get these on a subscription plan where they automatically ship once every 45 days, or if you take one every other night or however you do it, you can do them for once every 90 days even. And so you'll just order and then they automatically get shipped to you, so you never run out. So that's the 45, or you can do the 15 count baggy here. So these are, if you've never tried it and you're curious and maybe you don't want to spend as much money as you would spend on the 45 counts, you can grab the 15 count just to find out if it's something that you'll like. And obviously, like I tell everybody, everything is fully backed with a guarantee. So if you buy from us, you try it, and for whatever reason, if it doesn't work or you don't like it or what have you, you can get a refund within 30 days. So no pressure. You don't have to worry about getting screwed over. You can get your money back if it doesn't work out. But almost nobody ever gets their money back. Okay, back to the video. So how Ron's Balms sleep gummies really work. Ron's Balms makes sleep gummies specifically for people who experience sleep problems. People over 40 who want a clean, natural way to sleep, and they want to sleep better without relying on harsh chemicals or prescription meds. And here's why they work. Each gummy is formulated with the perfect amount of CBD and CBN for optimal results. You get 40 milligrams of CBD and 30 milligrams of CBN per gummy. So we use clean ingredients. There's no junk, there's no fillers, there's no chemicals. They taste great and they're easy to use. All you gotta do is just take it before you go to sleep, and they help you wind down and stay asleep. And best of all, like I might have already mentioned, is that you get 25% off on your first order whenever you sign up. Or if you click the link below, it'll give you all of our information. We also have a rewards program. So if you refer a friend, you get $20 worth of rewards points, and they get $20 off of their order. All you have to do is sign up for Ron's Rewards, send them the referral link, and then boom, they save money and you get rewarded. It's that easy. All right, so here's your next move. So you fix your lighting and you ditch all the blue lights and you switch over to warm, natural, like tungsten bulbs or something like that in your house. And you let me know if you have any questions or need any specific details in the comments. And you get your sleep gummies. You get on ronsbalms.com, you check them out, you read the reviews. You also don't forget to sign up to our mailing list to save 25% on your first order. You use the gummies consistently. Take one about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed every night, and you pair it with the warm light like I mentioned before that's not going to ruin your melatonin, and that way your body gets into a regular flow. So I mostly just want to thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching this video, that's awesome. If you got value from any of this, or you find any of this interesting, or if you have any questions, hit me in the comments. Hit us with a like. You can always subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. It would be really great if you share with someone else who's over 40 who needs better sleep. And like I said, I'm John Watkins, I'm one of the owners of the company, and this is a small family-owned business where everything we make is built to help people like you feel better naturally. One other thing is I make a lot of videos like this all the time about all sorts of different subjects, so I'm going to pop a couple of them up right here somewhere. And if you want to check those out, you fully can. Maybe I'll see you there, or until next time, stay sharp, sleep deep, and I'll see you in the next one.